channel. This is the first video, aka the Hunter. Today is the 12th of September 2021, and I'm doing this recording so we'll share with you what I think of the market in the week ahead. Alright, without any further ado, let's get into it. Alright, first we'll start with the economic calendar. We'll be looking at what we have for the economic calendar ahead. Alright, so first on Tuesday we have the major news coming in with the AUD, the Reserve Bank Governor Low speaks on Tuesday, and also on Tuesday 1:30 p.m. Okay, we also have the US news release of the CPI. Alright, that. And also we have then on Wednesday we have the pound news coming with the CPI, and we also have the cash news coming with the CPI on Wednesday as well. And also we have on Thursday, also Wednesday late. Okay, so we have the start of the Asian session. About the start of the Asian session, we also have the New Zealand dollar news release of the GDP. Okay, that news will be coming from New Zealand. All right, so looking at the AUD also news release of the unemployment change, and also the unemployment rate coming in the start of the Asian session on Thursday. Alright, that's 2:30 a.m. as you can see right here. So that's the major news we have, and after that we also have on Thursday we also have the core return sales, okay, from the USD. Okay, so looking at that, we will just take note of all those, and also we need to understand that there will be high liquidity during this period of news release. Okay, so we need to tighten our stop loss, okay, also our trail stops as well, in order not to get stopped out. Okay, so we have to set appropriate measures correctly. All right, so with that said, let's get straight into the chart, okay, and then we'll discuss on what we're going to be doing this week. Okay, right, having taken a few time to look at the news we have on the week. Okay, so let me quickly show you what I think of this week. Okay, so I'm also thinking talking about the dollar index. Okay, so I like to use this one more. Okay, we'll see the dollar index starting what we could be looking at possible start of a pattern. Okay, so start of a pattern is also possible here, with this actually coming in as a leading channel, which actually formed the A leg. So we had the first drop, not taking out this point, so this is actually the B leg, and we're working around the three-way move up to the C leg, which is an impulse leg, and you can see that the D leg came right around here. So in my assumption that if this territory actually is a point where price should not retrace below, okay, so we're looking at the start of the E leg to the upside, and this is what we think. And personally, I have reasons to believe that early in the week we could be seeing the run for the money on the euro, on the USD, actually making a push to the upside. So we're looking at much USD actually gaining some momentum, okay, about the E leg. Then we can wait for a maximum drop. So once that drop actually starts aligning, we're going to send this man down into this territory, and that should also complete the Fibonacci area there. So we're looking at the 60%, okay, right around there. We're actually target 60%. That's why I'm actually putting up this territory right here. Okay, so if you're new to this channel, I recommend that you subscribe to this channel and also hit the notification bell so that you will be having notifications whenever I post videos such as this. All right, so we go straight to looking at some of the few things we have in the week ahead. All right, so in the week ahead, possibly what I have here on the USD is that what I'm seeing right now is I'm possibly seeing a wave 1 right here, wave 2, and all this run for the money up here is actually a wave 3. So here we see something actually aligned. Let me just get this up, okay, out of the way. Okay, so this is actually the first drop right around here. So this is actually the first drop, and which is happens to be our L leg. So here we have that price actually did a run right around here to actually form the B. So this can actually turn out to be a flat pattern, okay, be it a running flat or whatever I choose to be. So whatever I'm looking at here is I'm looking at this is the B leg. Okay, so whatever is happening here is either the internal wave component of the ABC area around here. So I was expecting something of this nature to form the ABC right around here, and then we can look at some setup right there. But as you can see nicely that price have not yet formed that, but rather price have not yet actually broken above the B leg right around here, and that is also very important, and we need to see how that will also unfold in the week ahead. Okay, so taking a closer look at what we have, taking a closer look at what we have right there, and we can also zoom in there and see that the certain price actions have actually developed right inside of this area. And also I'm looking for a more bullish opportunity right from this point rather than a bearish one. Okay, so I'm looking at that rather than a bearish one. So those are what I'm looking at for the week ahead. So bullish opportunities right around here, having bounced once, twice, and third time right around here, and we can see that here that price would actually start making a run into testing the B territory, and that's what I started to do at last week. Okay, so I started preparing for this right here. So I came into the trade right around here, believing that the trend line should hold it, and my stop loss was somewhere around here, and price actually kept going down, though this territory was actually strong. So here we have a bounce, and also in profit right around here of 30 pips. Okay, so I'm looking at targeting the AB. Okay, so this is the B, and right around here could be the C. So here I knew that there was problem here, so right around here could be double top here to actually form the E. So anything around here could actually either bounce price to drop one more time. Okay, so this could actually be something of this nature of the A, B, C to drop, or could actually continue making up rises to the upside. But though I'm looking at a more strong USD in the week ahead. Okay, so let's dive into another currency. So we look at another page, and the next one we'll be looking at the Euro USD. Okay, so with that have in mind, I'm looking at a more strong USD this week. Okay, so possibly, and would that be the case? All right, that be the case. So we're looking at card. All right. So for the card, this is what I think of the card. Believe me when I say this, this is not a corrective wave. Okay, this is not a corrective wave, because if you look at where card is actually coming from and where card is heading to, this is not a corrective wave. So had it been a corrective wave, definitely I would have seen this one, but this is not a corrective wave. But rather I see this as a start of a new impulse wave, which could actually come in there and then form wave one. Okay, so let's look at what I'm currently seeing with the USD card. What I'm seeing with the USD card is I see USD card possibly making a run for the money. So first, I did see that the USD card actually gave me right here as forming initial shots here, one, also making another drop here, two, also making another drop here, three. All right. So here, take a look at this guy. This is the first one, which is wave one. So we put this as wave two. This is wave three. This is wave four, and this is wave five. All right. So anything right here will be a drop to form the next corrective wave, which will form the bigger wave two. And believe me, guys, if this forms the bigger wave two, definitely we are going to see a big one for the money in the future. Okay, so this is looking very nice, as you can see. So here is impulse correction, impulse correction, impulse. So basically from here onwards, I don't want to be taking any trades here. So but if price would actually come in here, then I will know that possibly this here started right around here. So I'll be looking at proper assessment, but I think I'm going within this analysis on where I started drawing my my line here. So this is actually the first wave, and then the corrective wave is the next one, next one, next one, and this is the drop. So anything around here we can then see. Whenever I'm seeing price starting to drop right here, believe me, I'm going to have to hop in to the trade. Okay, so if this comes in here, I'm going to look at the possibility of a head and shoulder pattern forming, and then I'll look to drop right there. So next we go look at the GBP USD. And the GBP USD, this quite looks similar to what also we have with the USD card. one of the things I'm looking to do with the USD GBP here, I'm looking for short opportunities this week when it comes to the anything that relates with the USD, because definitely I expect USD to actually continue making uprises as a currency, but with a pay. Okay, so I'm looking at here, I'm looking at possible this is week one, this is week two, as you can see here, three, four, and this is five. Okay, so this is actually the first drop, because many times I've seen the market how price actually expand, but this one actually got my attention when it came into forming this one at the right Fibonacci levels there. As you can see, that price actually came in here and hit the 60% Fibonacci retracement level, also the 78.1 right around down here, and nicely price then make a move to the upside. So if and only if, all right guys, if and only if this is going to come in as a double top right here, I think I will need to stack up more confirmation to be sure that that is a double top, rather than price having to fake out and then drop another one more time, then make another push to upside into forming this new bigger wave. Okay, so take note guys, it's a start of a new cycle, and a lot of things would actually happen, but overall, where are we when it comes to the GBP USD? So unlike the GPUSD, unlike the NZD, which is actually looking more nice for a correction, this here is not a two-wave correction. But if this is actually a correction, definitely I would want to see more confirmations as to prove to me that this is a correction. So let's look at a couple of things, and there is no more reasons to actually look for uptrends here. All right, here, right around here. So that's all like here. You see how nicely this one dropped three waves down. You see that nicely this one dropped three waves down. It's just yet a plateau. Definitely, if we would expect that if this is going to be a correction, I would expect one more drop into here. Then I can expect another push of price similar to this one. All right. So let's move into some other thing. And next we are going to be looking at AUD. So AUD, I'm looking at a more short opportunities here. So anything around the AUD, you can look for more short opportunities when it comes to the AUD USD. Short more, any investment here, short more to you just have to just stop this one, because but if you ask me where finance export area, so one of the things I'm going to be looking at with you guys is I'm going to be looking at the AUD USD actually might also form similar to what is happening here, because if you look at this one looks nice for a two-way correction here. Okay, so guys, this looks very, very complex. Okay, this looks very complex here, because definitely I did see with 1 2 right around here, and you looked at this short expansion right here. This is not enough for this impulse here. So this is not a wave 3-4 right around here. It is not. So this could be actually an internal component wave of some other thing, or be it a new leading structure. Okay, be the new leading structure of this one right here. Okay, so it could actually be that. Okay, so wow, that is also nice. Actually, that, because this is a very strong impulse. So I'm coming here to lead here as with AB. Okay, so BB. So that actually could be a leading structure, because looking at this one with the 52 here, this actually nicely tacked the 61.8 Fibonacci retracement area there, and you can see that look nice. So this could actually be a correction, because look at the drop, the massiveness in the drop. So I will not be very I will not be looking to stay here too long. I'll be looking at taking the most of this one, and then look to hop out of the trend. Okay, but one of the things I'm seeing here, because this is actually a downtrend and this is a correction, so definitely this is going to look to complete this drop here. Okay, down. I can Okay, so we just go taking some few areas there. So we could look at actually targeting the 0.7325, also 0.373, and also look to targeting the 0.728133 for the final target. Okay, so with that said, so next we look at the USD Mexican peso. USD Mexican peso, we can see that here throughout last week we're actually in a very small bearish channel here, and you see how price dropped at the close of the week on Friday, dropping down into so here we have price actually coming in here. And guys, what can I tell you about this? This area is very strong, as you can see that multiple times that price have kept bouncing off that area multiple times. Okay, so we see that price get bouncing off that area multiple times, having tested the area multiple times. So well, this one I don't know what's going to happen, but definitely I'm going to have to wait to see. Last week we had a bullish engulfing candle here. Okay, a bullish filling candle here with this one here. You can see right here. So definitely I want to see how price react inside of this territory. Then if price can give me one a valid entry for a buy trade, okay, so I will look to capture that one. But for now, I think it's all bearish for this one. All right, so we'll look at some of the Euro GDP related space and also what I think about them. And well, a lot of things going on right here. This actually with this one, okay, with this one, okay, this actually looks different. Okay, with this one looks different because we can't actually come start drawing this here. This will be wrong. Okay, you can't draw this here. This will be wrong in terms of the length of this one here. If you come and put your Fibonacci tool, you can see that this is 50% and it's wrong. Okay, so you can't come put that one there, but rather this is the appropriate place to actually come and then start drawing this one here. So what I'm looking at doing here is I'm seeing impulse correction impulse. So this completed this pattern here, but we want to see what is happening, what's going on here with price. This is the start of the structure. This is the start of the structure, and price should not have broken this point here. So for price to have taken out this point, I think any push up into this zone here will be a nice opportunity for a short trade. So any push up into this zone, please guys be careful with this one. Okay, so we need to wait for that push up to come before we can actually look into taking the next short trade to the downside. Okay, but for this one, I think I'm completely bearish on this one. Completely bearish on this one because let's look at multiple analysis here, multiple times analysis with this one. You can see that this was an area which actually wanted to see price bounce, but price having come here bounce one, right, drop. So that be the case, we'll be looking at more bearish opportunities when it comes to this one right here. Okay, so just looking at this right here. So this is what we had last week. What we had last week is about here. Okay, so we had this correction. Okay, so if actually this is correct, I'm right with this analysis here. So I'm looking at the wave one. Okay, this wave terminus. So I'm looking at the A 1, 2, 3. So here, if we go right around here, we can then identify that this is actually a 3-way move right here. As you can see that this is actually 3-way, okay, corrective wave in here, and you can see that price has dropped to anything around this territory. I think will be a nice short area. So you can actually sell here. Okay, you can sell here. So I did get into the trade at the top here, which I took my Fibonacci and my risk was up here, and then we're going down. So anything around here would be an entry point for newcomers in the market. So you can actually take that short trade into right around here. But first, what I do and how I take my trade. Okay, so I consider first one, what I consider while taking the trade is I consider my entry and also I consider my exit. So one of the things I'm going to be doing with this one, I'm going to be taking my Fibonacci extension. So anything around here, I think that's the only time which I'm going to be looking at Fibonacci extension right into this territory here. So I'm just going to have to put this line here of the 127 right around here, which is around the 1.1797. Okay, so I'll just use the 1.179. Okay, so the extension is around the 1.1783. So from that point on, if you look at the placement somewhere around here, you can look at targeting between 29 30, but my final take profit is around the 33 pips, and your risk could be as low as 23 pips. Okay, so that will be that for the Euro USD. And also looking at the next one, we look at the NZD. Okay, so the NZD happens to be very strong. Okay, having rejected several drops, several things that actually happened last week and also pushed down. Okay, so the NZD have been crazy for some time now. I've been faked out here and actually got me into this trap here. I got into a buy trade and that actually didn't turn out well here and that sent price down as well. So that being the case, I also took actually minimal loss because I didn't want to wait for price to actually come bouncing this territory again. So and now we have that price have made 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks run. Okay, so we are about here, and one of the things I'm starting to think about is I'm actually looking at a larger time frame, also drawing meaning as to what is happening in the whole general market. So we just look at the monthly time frame and look at the weekly time frame, and then we can start to draw assessment as to what is happening. You can also see that NZD is actually looking strong, and so far so good. We've been in this uptrend. Okay, so we've been in this uptrend for quite a while, and I wouldn't be surprised to see that this drop here could actually be a correction for the NZD USD. So if this is true, so one of the things I'll be looking at doing, I'll be looking at seeing if this statement is actually true late in the week. Okay, so I'll be looking at this statement, what statement is here, because definitely you wouldn't want to see a three wave movement such as this one in an uptrend and you would really ignore this one alone. So this is actually a three-wave movement here in an uptrend here. So we look at this one, this is classic. This is an ABC corrective wave and which looks classic for this to continue to the upside. So I'm not going to be in such a hurry to take a trend decision when it comes to the NZD USD. Okay, so I'm going to have to take my time and be slow also in making that trend decision whenever it involves the NZD, because NZD happens to be very strong of late and actually rejecting so many reasons to go down. Okay, so here we're looking for only bullish opportunities when it comes to the NZD. Okay, here, so definitely this actually was corrective and price then shifted to the upside. So here, right around here, I was actually expecting that price could actually come in here, hit here for a double top, and then that did not happen. So I would just have to wait for another opportunity to look for short trades. Okay, so but for this one, I'm not going to be taking any short trade when it comes to the NZD. Okay, right. Okay, so next we look at the um you know I've talked about this one many times, many times, many times. So this is a failed movement to the upside. So possibly this can actually start dropping further and then creating new um, um, structures. But this correction after this huge impulse should have actually continued. But what we would then see, because this has not been taken out, so I could expect that price might actually be looking for a way to come in here and also test back previous structures. So that could also be the case. Okay, so we look at the GBP last week. What actually happened with the GBP with this one here actually came in strong, and you can see how price broke the structure here nicely and then continued to the upside. Okay, so that with that said, definitely if this is coming back here, I think I'll not be taking any trade, but rather I have to wait for more price activities to develop with this one. Okay, so that so there's a lot of things actually happening right now in the market. You need to be very careful that on pace which you can't afford to trade. Okay, this came in as so this came in as a head and shoulder right around here, right around here. So we just extend this to territory. You can see that actually price is bullish. So price can actually take out this structure here. That is the only time we can for bearish opportunities. So far so good. We are seeing a lot of bullishness when it comes to this one here, because price has not yet developed a bearish structure there. So alright, so we go next to the Euro JPY. Okay, so the Euro JPY actually came in differently. As you can see here, that this was a contraction right here, right around here, drop happened here. So this is not a correction, but this was actually a contraction, and you can see that this nicely broke the upside here, and that was also beautiful there to see. So one of the things I'm actually looking to do is price can actually still make up prices here, having completed this one. So I'm going to be very careful around the 61.8 to 78.1 Fibonacci retracement area to this have to wait for new price actions to develop. But now you can see that now you should be bullish on this one until okay, so let me just put that up until price comes hit this retracement level right here. So once price can actually do so, then we can then look to go the emission. So retracement levels will be somewhere around that. So which we're looking at from 131 area. So that's for that one. Okay, so we're looking at more pace, looking at more setups as the week begins. Okay, so I wish you a very successful trading week ahead. See the point of June effect. And remember also to subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell so that you'll be getting